accurate battle simulator, and I am back with another custom faction setup, and also another scenario, as it is. So we've got here Spanish invaders versus the Aztecs. So these are using my Aztec warriors that I made here. I can't remember whether I showed them in the last video showing the unit creator, but what we've got here is we've got just a bunch of different Aztec types. Standard warriors are here with their, well, it's meant to be like ornate ornate dressing, stuff like that. So these guys, then chicken heads aren't quite exactly the, you know, gold eagle heads that they had, but it'll have to do. They've got some feathers on them to match the bird theme. They've also got their clubs, and they've got their Aztec shields on them. These guys are big clubbers. They just have gigantic Aztec clubs. And they've also got bear heads so that you can more easily identify them. You've got some standard bearers here, which increase their move speed. So it's basically just an Aztec horde right now, but you have got increased movement speed with these two banners here, so they're going to be rushing the Spanish lines. And that's all of them for here. We've also got some spear throwers here, which are just, you know, standard basic Aztec warriors who have got a whole bunch of gold on them, as is, you know, the Aztec way. They've got some shields and they've got their throwing spears, and then right at the back we've got the elite Jaguar warriors. Unfortunately, there are no Jaguar headdresses that we've got here, so lion heads will have to do. So yeah, lion heads it is, but it'll work. They look pretty good, I think, all things considered. And on the other side we've got the Spanish Conquistadors, and I am really not hopeful for them, I do have to admit. You've got 20 musketmen here, just about, I believe, in 2 rows of 10. Got some cannons on the side, which should do a number on the clumped together Aztec troops. And then right at the back here we've got some halberds, because, well, I just don't trust the Conquistadors to get off more than one volley into the Aztecs before they're on them. Because that's a lot of unit difference. 26 Conquistadors to 71 Aztecs, and they're still not at the same amount of monetary cost. I'd need to add in another 3 Aztec warriors here, close enough, or at least, yeah, around 3 more spear throwers or warriors in order to actually even up the costing. However, I have changed these guys. I originally had them with the enrage ability, like the Jarl from the base game. However, the ability for them to become invincible is not what I want. Increased damage and increased attack speed, yes, but them becoming invincible was just proving too problematic for any army that came up against them. So yeah, I removed that from them, but they are still, you know, able to move quicker and stuff. So yeah, let's see them in action here. In they go. Oh, a load of warriors just went down there, plus one of the Conquistadors got shot by his own side. In go the cannons. The halberds are also going in. Halberds, not halberds, halberds. Cannons in going again. But yeah, Conquistadors have been absolutely decimated. The Jaguar warriors didn't even manage to get into formation in time, or into the Spanish formation here before they died. So let's give them some more Conquistadors with muskets, because the Aztecs can't deal with muskets. So let's just bring in some more Conquistadors there. Okay, so yes, we can just about fit another one in there. Okay, so there's that. We'll give him also another 2 halberds as well. I think, is that another 2? No, that was another 1, so let's give them another. Yeah, there you go. Okay, so I've tried to put them back as far as possible, but honestly, with the increased move speed, it doesn't even matter. The Spanish are going to get overrun again, but this is a much greater volley of fire. That's another, you know, 6 or so muskets now going to be firing into the Aztecs. There we go. Oh, a lot of them went down there, but I still don't know if that's going to be enough. Cannons go in again. In go. There's still quite a lot of Conquistadors left, actually, I say, as they start to go down. They're just about dealing with the final warriors, though. However, it is just the halberds left, and they might do it. They might just do it. No, the Aztecs do have slightly the upper hand by the halberds. Yeah, they're going to get outranged by the spears, and the spears are going to be able to kill off the cannon here. Even if I take control of the cannon. Yeah, there we go. So, nearly, very nearly, the Spanish managed to take them out. I'm surprised at that. I thought they would have been overrun once again, but clearly the volume of fire from those muskets proving how the Spanish really how the Spanish managed to win it in the first time. Because yeah, that's despite the monetary cost of the Spaniards are coming up to double the Aztecs. But then we look at the amount of troops actually. The Spanish nearly have got just, you know, they've got slightly over half the troops that the Aztecs had, and the Aztecs almost didn't win that. So let's give them another 2 of these guys, and let's give them some muskets on the other side. I think 250 for that. How much for a cannon? Yeah, okay, we'll just go with 4 muskets on either side. It also doesn't help when they shoot each other, but then that's tabs for you. So we'll have one there, one there, one there, one there. Okay, so what's that? 47 Spanish troops to 71 Aztec troops. Let's give this one a go with another 8 muskets firing in. Yeah, there goes most of the Aztec force. Here come the halberds, and the Aztecs are very nearly not making their way through. In they go. Yeah, there's still quite a lot of musketmen left. That's, yeah, just the Jaguar warriors getting cut down by the halberds. And there go the spearmen to the musketmen. So yeah, that was a decisive Spanish victory there. Definitely those 8 muskets really did something. Even though the cannons do fire quicker somehow. Yeah, look at that. Just the amount of Aztec troops that went down here. I think it also didn't help that I think both of their standard bearers, went down here, so they weren't able to really use their charge as effectively. Okay, let's try and even this out then. By that I mean just giving the Aztecs more troops. Well, they're at 47, so we need to give the Aztecs 87, about 90 something troops. So let's just give them a bunch more warriors. And because I don't want them to just be overwhelming in the amount of troops that they have here, I'm just going to give them a couple more spear throwers. There we go, 92 to 47. That's not quite double the amount, but close enough. They are, however, lagging behind by about 4,000 cost over the Spanish. But yeah, the Conquistadors did well last time, so let's see what they can do here. There's even more troops to hit, and yeah, down go a whole load of them. Unfortunately, one guy did die to his friends, but there's now a lot more Aztec warriors to take it to the Aztecs, and yeah, definitely when it comes to double the troops, the Aztecs really do have the upper hand over it. However, saying that, that nearly wasn't enough. You've got how many Aztec warriors left up? This guy's been stabbed by a spear, I think, so he's down. But you have got that guy just died, so he's not counting. We've got, I think they're both dead there. So even though, are there any down here? No. So even though the Aztecs outnumbered the Spanish 2 to 1, there's only 5 warriors left. Let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 warriors left from the original charge, plus the Jaguar warriors, plus 1 clubber there, and the spear throwers. Which isn't a lot when you consider that 90 plus troops of the Aztecs went up against the just under 50 Spanish invaders, and this is a Pyrrhic victory for the Aztecs. Just look at the amount of troops that died here in comparison to the, well, no losses at that point sustained by the Spanish. I mean, that was definitely a resounding victory for the Spaniards here. Nearly, at least I should say. If, you know, the musketmen had reloaded a little bit quicker, maybe if they'd had a couple more halberds, perhaps it might have been different. But even so, that was 2 wins, and I did sort of set up the Spanish for a loss in that final one. I just wanted to see just how many troops it would take to finally overwhelm the Spanish, and, you know, if it had been about 85 troops, perhaps, if I'd taken out some of those clubbers, yeah, this would have been a very narrow defeat for the Spanish, which, all things considered, wouldn't have been such a bad result in the numbers game. But yeah, so there you go. Spanish versus the Aztecs. You can clearly see now that they don't have the enrage, now that they don't become invincible. You can, yeah, really clearly see just how the Spanish were able to take over all of, like, the Americas at the beginning. So yeah, there you go. I'll thank you all for watching, and goodbye.